It's Amber. It's Amber. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Ambar, also known as Bars, and you're here on our Have a Seat segment. I have with me Cal Al, also known as Anthony, and we're going to be talking about his artistry and up-and-coming project that is out now on all streaming platforms. And yeah, so how are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. You know, repping Edison, New Jersey, of course. Kal-El, also known as Skilly, Anthony, for those who really know me, you know. Yeah, I'm just excited. I'm humble. I'm happy with my project, and I'm ready to talk about it. So
okay, so let's talk about your background. You say you're from Edison, but you did mention behind the scenes that you grew up in New York.
Yeah, I was born in Brooklyn. I lived there for like 9 to 10 years, and then I moved to Jersey. Not a lot of people know, but I'm Panamanian.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know a little bit of Spanish.
Yeah, I know a little bit. Don't try to have a full blown convo with me. We can't do that. But yeah, I get by.
Okay.
Yeah, both my parents are Panamanian. Shouts to them. I love them.
Are you the only child?
Nah, I'm the fourth. I'm the baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And what are some things that you feel like molded you into who you are, coming from your background, Panamanian and New York and New Jersey?
I mean, it helped a lot knowing that like my brothers and my family, they were big on music, and just being at Spanish parties and like embracing that culture. Like you have no choice,
right?
In a sense, like I could speak of probably like on a lot of ethnic cultures or backgrounds who come from a different country. Whether you do music or something, you have some type of art in you.
Right.
You know, so it kind of helped that my brothers, when we moved, that hip hop was like big for them. And my mother, like growing up, Patti LaBelle, Sade, listening to all these like legends, it kind of just molded me. And I always wanted to sing, you know, and I always like embraced that, which is ironic because today it's like, you know, rap and sing is kind of, you know,
the mixture is popular now.
Exactly, you know, and I love it. You know, I just thank my brothers for that, for instilling that in me and helping me with my artistry, helping me with my bars. Nice. No pun intended. Like that.
We only having people with bars on this platform.
Exactly.
So.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I could really say it was my brothers. Like
nice.
They made music, so I was, you know, you're gonna follow your older.
Exactly.
Your
you want to do what Big Brother does.
Exactly. So.
But you probably, you know, you overshadowing a little bit with the up and coming projects. I know you doing your thing. We're gonna talk about that soon.
Sure.
So what do you think established Kal-El? Where does Kal-El name come from? How did you create that?
It's funny because before I was Kal-El, I was Skilly.
Okay.
That was a name given to me in high school. I make music for women, and
shout out to the women
of
out
course.
there.
And it was the name that was like given to me because this is like when AIM was the thing.
Okay.
And I had a screen name called Skills, but nobody wanted to call me Skills. Like I get it. You don't want to just say, "Oh, that's my man."
He got skills.
You know what I'm saying? So they kind of took the name and they broke it down and it was like, "Oh, we just gonna call you Skilly." And but I got old and I felt like Skilly is just kind of childish, you know, and my music is getting more mature.
Right.
I'm maturing, and I felt like I needed something that was more stronger, that can like hold more of a punch. So fast forward, I was in the studio one night, and you know, we all chilling, we making music, and I was doing what I was doing, and one of my homeboys was like, "Yo," it was like, "You turn into somebody in the studio, you like Superman," and everybody's like, "Yeah, you should call yourself Superman." And I was like, "Fam, like, can't do that."
Right, that's like, a trademark.
Yeah, I'm a trademark. I'm gonna get sued. Like, you want me to not make no money out here? So, what ended up happening is, the room went quiet, and like 5 minutes later, he was like, "Yo, Kal-El," and everybody was like, "Oh." They kind of just rocked with it. And if you know anything about Superman, that's his name.
Okay.
It's spelled with a K, and I just put a C.
Nice.
So that's it. It's
I
Kal-El.
like that. Kal-El.
Yeah.
And what do you think, besides being a super, I guess, artist,
I like that.
what else would you say is a part of your brand? Like, what would you say are keywords that describe your artistry, like behind your name and everything?
I just say honest.
Okay.
I just want to be vulnerable and honest.
Okay.
You know?
So you're not afraid to let your emotions speak
Nah,
through anything?
not at all.
Okay.
Because I just think that it's a lot of the surface. Like artists just give you the surface, which is cool because we live in a world now where it's like phones is all in your face and people all in your face and knowing these things. But I kind of have a twist on it. I embrace it, and I just like, okay, cool. We have these phones, and I want to tell you my story,
Right.
but in increments. I don't give you all of it in right away, but I just use that for my power in a
Right.
sense. Because some people look at it like, damn, all these cameras, all these phones. I don't know, like, whoa, it's not really my thing, and they kind of shy away from it. But I just use it for
And for a better purpose.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
I feel like nowadays people just think they know who you are because you post a picture or
for sure.
you tweet about something and then automatically. But there's more to it than just a post.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go right into your catalog.
Sure.
Where can people find you first?
They can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's Kal-El. That's my handle on Twitter, Instagram, Triller. I don't know if anybody got the Triller app. TikTok. It's Kal-El, yeah. CVL_EL. Facebook is Kal-El, same thing. Spelled the way it's spelled. So it's CALEL. And as far as my music videos, it's Kal-El on YouTube. I'm actually working on a mini series / short film for my latest project these days. You can that's on YouTube as well. Which is we're actually still shooting, so I can't give y'all too much information, but yeah, that's where you can find everything.
I'm gonna play some music in the background.
Let's do it.
So while we're talking, it won't be too loud to overshadow the conversation. But so these days, what inspired these days?
These days was at the time I was living in East Orange. I was working out of Clifton, and it was closer to my job, and I was in a relationship. Her name will remain anonymous.
Okay.
And it was just like one of those things where I felt like at the time this is what I wanted. I wanted to have a family. I wanted a child with this woman, and it didn't work out, and I just used the pain that she put me through and made my music, and that's kind of what this project came from, And she broke my heart.
Oh, wow.
So that's where the music came from, and all of the songs on there is kind of like a timeline of how I was feeling, and so
Okay.
these days,
Wow.
check it out.
I mean, I would feel really bad for her right now because I feel like, you don't really meet a lot of men who are vulnerable and who are very open to, express themselves and then want to start a family.
Right.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 28.
28. So you're like, you're at that age, I feel like, where everybody does feel like I want to, start and everything like that. Okay.
Word.
So there's a couple songs in here that I selected that I really, really liked that called my attention. Let's start with Own It, and let's actually play one of your clips for the video.
Let's get it.
With a time like this, for a night like this, I just found myself on a vibe like this. I've been through so much, it's only right that I be lit.
So Own It was one of my favorite songs on the project that you have. Can you describe to us what Own It means to you?
Oh yeah. Like I said, the project is like a timeline, so it's like a story. So this part of the song, or this part
That's towards the end.
Yeah, towards the end. So at this point, it's like I'm kind of just finding finding peace with everything. You know what I'm saying? Just collecting everything, and I'm kind of happier now. You can hear the tone in my voice. I'm a little more upbeat, and this was kind of how I met my ex. You know, so it was like how I met you, how I was supposed to be.
Okay.
And we used to have a lot of fun, partying and stuff like that. So the song was pretty much how I met you, what we did when we used to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm saying trapped out in my whip, blowing a zip, like we used to smoke in my car, and you know, it was just simple fun. We didn't do much.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? It was just like we didn't have to do much.
And it is the simple things that are like the best.
Don't get me wrong. I want to take you to 5-star
Yeah.
restaurants every night, but sometimes it's cool just kicking it and
Right.
like, just being low. And that's where this song came about. And shout out to my dude Star. He the one who produced this.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in Cali right now.
Nice.
I'm coming, bro. We're gonna link soon.
Yes.
We're gonna come soon.
You gotta
bro.
you gotta do more videos, more visuals. I feel like that's another thing
Yeah.
that people take for granted. Like, yes, we don't watch 106 in Park anymore. Shout out to that, you know, TRL and all
right.
that. I used to love that.
I
And,
used to love that,
still
yo.
to this day, I'm a very big visual learner
too.
and person. So I love that about an artist who still puts in that work to put out music videos or
Yeah.
documentaries like the ones that you have out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Another song that I really enjoyed was Pull Up, and that's towards the middle of the project.
Yeah.
So talk to us about Pull Up.
Right now, I was straight. This was my whole stage. I was, you know what I mean? I was.
Wait, I want you to say that again.
That was my whole stage.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I was trying to find ways to cope. You feel me? During this time in my life, like I said, I live in an EO, so drugs was consuming me. I was popping pills. I was drinking a lot, smoking a lot, and I wasn't really happy with how I was living. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, you know, do you know,
Right,
if you
right.
smoke, you smoke, you drink, you pop.
Responsibly.
You know, yeah, do what you do. You know, I'm not shading nothing on no people that do those things, but me personally, I know my parents want to prove that. You know what I'm saying?
And did they have to deal with that on a level with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, so there was times that they would call me, I won't pick up. You know what I'm saying? Because I was zoned out. I was so like tunnel vision because I just wanted the person that I wanted.
Right.
And to some people, they be like, yo, you tripping. Like, it's just a female. But, you know, bro.
That love is a stronger drug
Yo, I'm telling
than
you.
any other drug that you could take.
I'm telling you. Like, it's crazy. So, it's like, I was out. Yo, bars, I was in.
Oh,
You know what I'm
wow.
saying? Like, so, Pull Up was, like I said, I was like, I'm trying to have fun now. I got like 4 or 5 females I could like call.
Right, you had
know,
options.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, pull up. Like,
Right.
I'm hit. Like, I could come to you, you come to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, living in the EO was so close to the city. Like, I could dip off and, you know, I was making good money in my job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You just had everything at the palm of your hands.
At
it
my
felt like.
disposal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It was
So let's stay in that topic because I feel like a lot of artists have been shining light on drugs and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And how do you feel like it shifted you out of that energy? Like, what helped you?
Well, like, you know, you started hearing like a lot of deaths and
Right.
like, you know, one of my tops, but one of my favorite artists I used to listen to, Mac Miller.
Okay,
God
yeah,
rest his
rest in
soul.
peace, Mac
You know,
Miller.
he played a major role because he was around our age.
Yeah.
You know, when I was in high school, he was in high school. He was making music, and I was like, yo, this kid can rap,
Right.
and he's white and
Right.
he's spitting.
Right.
So it was like, you know, I think, you know, like you said, just be responsible. You know,
Yes.
I'm no one to judge because I'm not perfect myself.
Right.
So I just say, you know, just take care of yourself. And that's kind of like also what kind of steered me away. Like, I got to put this down, you know.
Right, because you do want to
Yeah.
have a successful music
Yeah,
career. You want to
exactly,
be
like-
alive for the fans
Yeah.
because I feel like a lot of people did enjoy Mac Miller's music.
For sure.
But when he passed away, it really
Yeah.
evolved more. And just like XXS, you know,
Exactly.
rest in peace to him as well. I think he was going through the same thing with drugs and
Yeah. Lil
people, you know, negativity around him and stuff like that. It's good to just be around people who
Yeah.
are going to uplift you
Yeah.
and things like that.
For sure. And I had a bad show one time. And that kind of right there was like, this is my job.
Right.
You know, and I'm up here high as hell, and I'm not giving my best performance.
Right.
I did my thing, but you know what you can do.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You your biggest critic. Excuse me. So that was like, I
Right.
kind of got to like sharpen my sword.
Good.
And yeah, so
I'm glad. Another song is called Collect Calls, and I found that very intriguing for me because in my past, I've had to deal with a collect situation.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody, who's incarcerated.
Yeah.
And what inspired you to write Collect Calls?
This was like I said before, where I was living in East Orange. Shout out to all my friends in East Orange, man.
Yes.
All my peoples out there. I know we don't speak on a daily basis, but still got love for y'all. Y'all played a major part in my life.
Nice.
Collect Calls, that was just me writing on how I'm fighting for you, but you're not fighting for me. And it was like, yo, every time we link up, it was just physical, and that's kind of how it was. And every time you would call me, it was just for your benefit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can hear it in the lyrics. And it's a 2-part song because the second verse I talk about my mother, and me and my mother had a bad relationship because the way I was living. She was like, yo, this isn't you, and I know that she wouldn't approve of the things that I was doing, and I was having talks with her like, Mom, I'm good. I know you want the best for me, but I got like, life is your biggest experience. Like that's your biggest teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you go to school, you do all these things, but when you walk out them doors, you know what I'm saying, you turn your car on, whatever you're doing, like, those are lessons that you got to cherish. And, like, I felt like, it's unfortunate, but I feel like I had to go through that to be like, yo, hold up.
Right.
So.
Nice. Okay, Collect Calls. That's one of my favorite tracks on the record.
Thank you.
We're gonna switch the vibe a little bit. I have this game that I created.
Let's get it.
It's called Would You Rather,
Uh-huh.
and it has a little bit of what your songs entail. So, would you rather
Okay.
have no symptoms and be in love, or have symptoms and never find love?
Say that one more time.
Would you have no symptoms of
Yeah.
being in love, emotions?
Yeah.
And okay, so no symptoms and be in love, or have symptoms and never find love.
Have symptoms and never find love.
Okay, so why is that?
Because I can't have no symptoms and be in love. So you mean I have no feelings, no...
Yeah, like you have no emotional
Yeah,
connection,
like,
but you in love.
Oh, hey, baby, like my outfit? Whatever.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, or, yo, we going through something, like, and I don't know. I guess I'm going against the grain with that one.
Okay.
If there's a way I could say both, then
But you can't, because
can't.
would you rather?
I don't know. That's tough. But I'm going to go with the second one.
Okay, so Symptoms is the first track on your
I like that
project.
question. Oh, you caught me on my feet with that one.
So number 2, receive collect calls from one person only, or receive collect calls but never from the one person you expect to hear from.
Receive collect calls from the person that I want to hear from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because you're
Yeah.
in a tough position in jail already,
Yeah.
and then the one person that you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like
Yeah.
that. Me too. Okay. So number 3, have a fire connection with somebody and be in the friend zone, or risk trying out the relationship with someone you have fire connection with.
Friend zone me.
Have you been friend zoned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And I have a 5 relationship with someone, and
Okay.
we just friends.
All right.
I
Yeah.
think that's possible.
Yeah.
You don't have to always have dealings with someone that's a female, and you could be cool.
Right. And I think that a lot of people should practice that, because
Yeah,
I don't
like-
feel like that's something that's practiced these
Yeah,
days.
yo.
It's because I like having male friends.
Why not?
And it's good to have a little bit of everything in your circle,
Yeah.
because your female friends are always gonna be on your side. You need a
Exactly.
male to be like,
Exactly.
sis,
Yeah.
you need to sit down. You're doing
You're
too much.
Yeah, it's all right. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with that.
Right.
For sure.
So the last question: pull up on the girl that played you in your dream car, or not pull up on the girl that played you at all.
Pull up in my dream car and stun on that ass.
Hey.
What you mean?
Right. And what's the
Word.
dream car? What car is it that
Oh
you?
man, my dream car. Shoot. I'm a BMW guy, yo.
Okay. Classic.
Yeah, I think a 6 series.
Okay.
Real shit.
Nice. So I can already see
Real
it now.
shit.
Cal Al in the BMW pulling up.
Yeah. It's just light.
Stunting.
Just light. And real shit, like when I get my real first check, I ain't even gonna buy nothing crazy.
Be smart with your money.
Yo.
Yeah, definitely.
Credit is a real thing.
I won't ask you about your credit score right now because I'm sure it'll change
You know
soon.
what I'm saying? Like, I just be like, yo, man, nah. Buy a house.
Yeah, because you hear a lot of stories of artists that are broke and
Yeah.
they're like #1 on the Billboard
Yeah.
charts and they're just like everywhere on the billboards and it's like, oh no, but I'm broke. I can't even afford to pay my mortgage or whatever the case is. And I think that's sad, you know. You hear a lot of that in the music industry.
Yeah, that's ass backwards.
So future plans, what do you have out right now? Let's talk about your documentary.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm happy you asked. So it's a short film / docu-series. It's a 3-part series. Now, me and my film director, shout out to Trifon. He's a great, talented dude, man. And, like, he's humble. He's willing to work. And we just linked up, and I told him what I wanted to do. And we just started shooting. So it's just a story. It's just the music on the big screen.
Right.
You know, and it's just everything of how I was feeling at that time. And there's some dialogue, which a lot of people was asking, like, yo, where's the dialogue? I just saw the first part. It was tough. But I want to keep y'all on your feet.
Right.
You know, I don't
little by
wanna,
little.
Yeah, hold up. You know what I mean? And it was hard shooting, yo.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in that state of mind anymore. You know what I mean? And,
To tap back into those emotions.
yeah, and like, you know, to act.
Right,
and,
right.
and speak and, like, you know, because there's a scene that we shot. It's so far. Wait till y'all see it. It's the party scene. Like,
Let's actually show them a clip that we have
let's
of
get
yours.
it. Sure.
Trying to gauge my emotions, but it's hard to let up, yeah. Swimming through the liquor, finding truth. I ain't write these songs, girl, that was you. You talk that talk, you talk that talk, you got me calling. You disappear, you got me falling. It's that time again, where you always on my mind again, and you gon' call my phone again, but you just gon'
Bang.
All right, and we're back. That was a little clip of the docu-series part 1 that's out right now, and it's a series of 3 projects that you're coming out with?
So it's a 3-part series.
Okay.
Right? And the second part is it should be out soon. I will announce that date soon. Yeah, like I stated earlier, it's just the music just brought to life. And check out the first part.
Yep, check it out on Cal Al's social networks. He's on YouTube and Triller as well. So where would you like to see yourself in the next few years?
Honestly, just traveling and doing a lot more shows. You know, I know a lot of artists be like, yo, #1 on the charts, B. Which, that's great, you know what I'm saying? But I want to touch the people, pause. You know, I want to be able to, like, be at these festivals, be at these shows, and just do a lot more of that. You know, travel the world and just perform. Because honestly, that's where the bag is.
Yeah,
people got it confused. Like, them shows, merch, like, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's a lot of artists who's not on the radio but got money.
Right.
Like Russ, for example. He's a dope artist. I don't know if anybody. Yeah, Russ is fire. You know, Mac was one of them. Wiz is one of them. He does a lot of shows. The list goes on. Tyler, the Creator. He's
and
not
that
on the
keeps
radio.
you buzzing because you could be doing these festivals and these, shows, and people who haven't heard of you will see you on stage and be like, wow, I like this kid. Because to be honest, I wasn't really a big fan of A Boogie. And when I seen him live at Made in America in 2018, I believe it was, I fell in love with his music. And I was like, okay, I want to check him out. And now I listen to him all the time.
because it's like a different experience. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, okay, I didn't really like the song, but let me just,
Yeah.
you know, and
And I think that's why it's important to do or to go to these events where it's like festival types, because you get to see a little bit of everything. Like,
sure.
you know, different genres and different energies. And then you
Yeah.
meet a lot of people too. Like there's like, it's a networking pool.
Right.
Like you meet people who are publicists
Yeah.
and radio personalities, like just there as well. And you connect with people.
let me tell you, there's times where I've heard songs in a car with people, and just seeing their reaction made me like the song, because I'm just with people and their energy is like gravitating
Right.
towards me. I'm
Right.
like, well, shit. They've been playing this all day, so you
Right.
know, you just so I could feel where you're coming from, and I felt like that could potentially help me. And I tell everybody, man, just try to get out there. Don't just stick to one bubble, because initially we all want to blow in the city that you're from.
Right,
Of course,
right.
that's just the greatest story told. Like, yo, I made it in my own city, but sometimes you might have to leave to bring it back home.
Right.
And that's how my mindset is kind of now. Just
Okay.
keeping it going, keeping it moving,
Of
just trying to
course.
be different. Even with this short film, just trying to like do different things to catch people's attention. Just not doing the norm.
Right.
You know, just trying to think outside the box always.
And do you feel like you have a strong fan hub in your city?
Well, yeah, like shout out to Brunswick. A lot of shows I do out there, they always call me out to come perform. Whether it's a basement, whether it's the hub city over there on George, whether it's on East End. So like, y'all calling me, that's telling me something. Y'all
Right.
like my music, y'all like what I'm doing, and I'm always checking. Like, I hate the word numbers. And today, like, but I do check it.
Okay.
You know, just to see, like, okay,
Right.
I'm getting a play. Okay, cool. So, unfortunately, it is a numbers game.
Yeah.
Like, everybody wants to know, oh, how many streams you got? Da, da, da. What's your views like?
Yeah.
I personally don't care about it, because I found a lot of dope artists or people that I work with, video-wise, who don't really have the numbers that somebody else may have. You know, but yeah.
And a lot of it is monetized. Like people have been faking streams and stuff like
yeah.
that. They're actually investigating a lot of artists because labels have been buying streams and stuff like that. So it's not really genuine.
It's like a farm. They just like
Yeah. I seen this clip where they had like thousands of cell phones taped on the wall and they were playing someone's song through
Over and over.
all the cell phones. I was like, wow, that's
crazy.
insane to me. And I also seen this quote where it was like, we need to go back to the A&R style that it was back in the day, because
for sure.
a lot of artists have they have these big followings on Instagram, but you can buy followers, you can buy likes, you know, and
It's corny.
And then a lot of people, like we were talking about earlier, think that because you have a little clip on IG and you have a song out that's
Yeah.
like your true art, like, and then when you get on stage, you're like, oh, this person doesn't sound like that. So I think it's important
Exactly.
to
Yeah. Because now we could hide behind the phone. You know,
Right.
we could do these things and enhance our numbers and make yourself like someone that technically you not really are. Just because you have the ability to, like you said, buy followers, buy likes, buy YouTube views and things like that. And honestly, I can see why people do that.
Yeah.
You know, it's an investment because you feel it's like, well, if I have these numbers, it's gonna attract these labels
Right.
and they will. I get it, but sometimes you know you're just kind of shooting yourself in the foot. Kind of say, you know,
Yeah.
that money that you're spending on that, use it for some marketing or use it for some promotion. There's actual marketing programs and PR work that would help you with your brand instead of just, I guess you could call it cheating. I don't
Yeah,
know, but like
that is cheating.
you know, just do it the right way, and you'll see you'll see yourself in a better position.
Right. So I think that's it for today. You want to let the viewers know one last thing, or where they can find you again, so that.
Sure. It's Kal-El. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Triller, TikTok. I'm trying to think. There's another app I might have downloaded that I made a name on. But yeah, it's Kal-El on all of those. I'm so humble to be here. Yo, Bars.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
coming.
much. For sure. Thank you for having me. Yes, check out my EP These Days. It's on all streaming sites. Check out the single Owe It. It's on my YouTube channel. Part one of the short film These Days is out now. And thank you. I'm honored. And just look out for more, man. We out.
All
KLL.
right. Thank you.
Peace.
Bars.